We already did the best anime of 2024. Matter of fact, we did a whole top 10, we made some content out of it. But this one, we won't be doing a ranking. We will be doing a bracket. Let's have a little bit more of a combative conversation. His best friend Sauce is a dog. Him sucks. What is the best manga 2024? Let's try to stay with 2024 and what they did in 2024. And I don't care what your argument is, just whatever you think was better to you. So with that said, let's dive right into it. What's the first
All
one?
right. All right. First one, we have Boruto versus Mission Yazakura Family.
I'm going bars off the strength, off the muscle.
You never read Boruto.
I read chapter 1.
He said off the muscle. That's what that means.
You know what I'm saying?
So I think I'm the only one who reads both these manga here. I didn't know what other manga to add, so I just added Mission Yozakura for the 16th slot. I mean, I like Mission Yozakura Family more, and it's ending too. Like it's at its climax, it's at its conclusion, and it's one of the first manga that introduced children. I won't give you the context of the children or anything because that's a spoiler, but introduced children in its final arc, like the kids, and they were so excellently implemented into the story that played into the bigger narrative. And it's not like you're switching the main character too. So in terms of who has the better kid, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Mission Yozakura wins. But yeah, give me Yozakura Family. It's concluding too. It just I think one more chapter and it's officially done. So
I'll go Mission Yozakura Family. I don't read the manga, but I've watched the anime, and everything I've watched has been way more enjoyable than some of the shit I've read this year in Boruto. So,
These brothers, man.
hey, Chakra Jesus.
Sad
I was
group
just
of
about to say that was
individuals.
a great
Chakra
moment in 2024. Chakra Jesus.
Ain't nothing wrong being chocolate Jesus.
I'm gonna go ahead and go Boruto. You can up that ticker on Boruto. Contrary to the two brothers that went before me, I think a lot of good things happened in Boruto. Left me wondering a lot, thirsty for the next chapter. It only releasing every month. I think Boruto's pretty cool. I think they're expanding this Otsutsuki alien world better than I could have hoped. They're doing time travel very well. And I like how they're approaching a lot of the new godly powers that they introduced into the story. Yeah, I'm not no hater. I got Boruto.
Real.
I'm the same as Lonnie. I only watched the Mission Yozakura anime, so I'm gonna pick Mission Yozakura Family.
And I've
W
only watched Boruto, so I'm gonna go Boruto.
3-3. If anybody really has read both, let us know in the chat if anybody's read both. If anything, we'll just push Boruto through because more of us read Boruto. But we'll just save this one and then we'll come back to it. If nobody's read both, I do recommend Yozakura Family for everybody to read it.
That's fun.
Then we'll push Boruto through. Boruto, read both. Toxicity, you failed me.
Boruto, I read both. All right.
You
So
feel
Boruto
me?
takes it.
Yep.
All
Failed.
right. All right. Next up, we have One Punch Man versus Wild Strawberry.
I'm gonna say One Punch Man because of the recent retcon they did, which really changed it up and gave Saitama and the story a new feel. Plus the fact that One Punch Man has the web comic that you can kind of see what one's doing versus what, for lack of better words, the man is doing, and how you see the two I guess similarities and differences between the two. One Punch Man is a unique manga of all of its own because of how, I guess, how everybody surrounding the manga is approaching it, and the fact that they can just toss away 15 chapters of their story and come back and make something new is different. I'm gonna say One Punch Man. It's just different. It might be the most unique shonen manga when it's all said and done of all time in terms of just how it was crafted.
I'm gonna go Wild Strawberry. My hot take is that Wild Strawberry might be a top 5 manga next year. One Punch Man, I respect the retcons. I respect what they've been doing, but I just feel like the start of Wild Strawberry, I feel like has been unique, and I feel like the potential from it, especially the things that they've shown, I feel like might outweigh some of the things that One Punch Man has done this year.
I'm not mad at it. I've read both of these manga. Wild Strawberry, really enjoy it. It's fantastic. It's like a mixture of Tokyo Ghoul, Demon Slayer plus plants. Um, it's great, but I think I'm gonna go One Punch Man ultimately because I think they have just done more groundbreaking stuff. While Strawberry is kind of still in its beginning stages, even though a crazy thing has happened in the manga. If you know, you know. But One Punch Man is introducing Blast. It's introducing these Neo heroes. It's introducing Blast Sun with the retcon. It had, I think this year was Saitama versus Tots. What's her name? Tots.
You mean
Tatsumaki.
Tatsumaki?
Yeah,
Tatsumaki.
Tatsumaki Tornado. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this happened there, and I'm sure it's gonna start. It started a lot of like potential ships too, and also the lore with God and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go One Punch Man.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head. It was a very busy year for him.
Same.
All right, One Punch Man, push through. But people, read Wild. We're gonna be talking about manga that we're trying to put you on too. Wild Strawberry is fire.
There's gonna be a lot of Kagurabachi talk next year. There's gonna be, and Wild Strawberry is gonna be in that mix too.
It unfortunately doesn't come out every Sunday, or it would be.
All right, next up, we got Blue Box versus Kaiju number 8.
I hear how good Blue Box is.
So good.
One of my friends has been she's been telling me to read it, but every time I see a badminton and a basketball, I go the other way. I'm sorry. I can't even give it a shot. Something's in my heart just stopping me from giving it a shot. So I'm gonna go Kaiji number 8 because I haven't read it.
It's Blue Box, not just one of like a great show. It's up there for one of the best animes of the year. That's how highly it's being talked about in the anime streets. Kaiju number 8's great. I'm not as big of a fan as other people, but Blue Box is just better. It's just better from an anime or manga perspective.
I like that, but he said Blue Box.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Blue Box is amazing.
But that's the thing. Like, Blue Box is not a sports anime. It's the same thing I've been telling you about Oblivion.
It's a slice of life.
It's a slice
of life.
Yeah, I'm gonna need motivation to read it.
Yeah,
well, I'll say this.
I just don't have it.
Next year, you're gonna be like, "Damn, I'm mad I waited so long to read this." That's how I feel like you're gonna be, Lonnie.
fair.
Maybe because I do like a good slice of life, but yeah, I need motivation to read Blue Box.
Yeah, I don't like romance, and I'm not gonna read it. So Kaiju number 8.
I'm gonna go Kaiju only because I've seen it. Now I think Kaiju's mid. I'm not gonna sit there and act like it's the best thing in the world. But if I haven't seen Blue Box, I can't go for it.
And I've only watched. I'm mostly anime only. I've seen both. I enjoyed Blue Box more than I enjoyed Kaiju number 8 season 1.
Same here.
Wait, what did Ty vote for?
He voted Blue Box.
Blue Box wins, right? Or 3-3 actually.
Yeah, 3-3.
All right, someone in the chat. What is better, Blue Box or Kaiju number 8? Well, you guys think about that. We'll move on to the next one.
I've been seeing the Blue Box been selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, a lot of people love their drama, romance stuff. Man, respect.
I mean, unknown to I guess us or the people who read shonens. Shonen Jump has also been looking for a slice of life to take over since like We Never Learn left, Komi Can't Communicates ending. They're looking for a new slice of life also to get the other readers to come in. And Blue Box looks like it's the one that's taking it and running with it for a while.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because a lot of people really underestimate how much slice of lives really matter in Shonen Jump. I understand it's Shonen, but let me tell you this: when We Never Learn was ending, like it was selling up there with the hot. It's like One Piece, Black Clover. We Never Learn, which is basically about a dude who's tutoring 2 smart girls, was up there in the top 5 in terms of copies being sold a year or 2. And then when he was done, they didn't have anything for a little while till they found Komi Can't Communicate, and then that's what was running for a while. So I need people to understand how much slice of life is a part of Shonen Jump, even though we don't talk about it.
All right. Well, we'll come back to it when somebody in the chat hits us up regarding it. Next up, we have Kogurabachi or Jujutsu Kaisen.
Where's that man tie, bro?
They're gonna hate, but I'm gonna say JJK. Um, like it, hate it, whatever. Very exciting year for JJK. We got to see the end of Sukuna. We got to see the series end, brothers. I think Gojo was brought in a very interesting way. We got Yuta's domain expansion. We got pretty much a lot of what we asked for. I'm not gonna lie. I think Kagurabachi is really, really good. I'm actually enjoying that read right now too. But JJK ended, fellas. Let's not hate. Let's not let how we feel about the ending cloud our judgment.
Such a hateful person.
Okay. Ty, what is better, JJK or Kagurabachi this year?
JJK, what?
I'm always going to support.
I'm sad that Kagurabachi has his matchup for the first round. I really like Kagurabachi.
It's good.
I'm always going to choose a series that's ending, especially a big series that's ending, because at that point, like Miles said, it's answering questions we've had the whole time. Now, was the ending perfect? At least in my opinion, no, it wasn't. But Kagurabachi starts sitting; it's finally starting to hit its stride, and JJK is ending, and it's left a legacy. Can Kagurabachi do that in the future? Maybe.
I'm allowed to not like Bleach, Bobby. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
But if we're talking about Kagurabachi with the way it is now to how JJK ended, JJK was clearly the better choice.
Yeah, I don't know why you're kind of framing this like we're about to hate crazy. Even though the ending wasn't good, I'm not gonna hate. They still got my goat Utah.
Y'all are the actual haters. That's why.
And hey, man, I'm a truther. And Gojo versus Sukuna was excellent. It was fire. It was one of the greatest fights.
Now it's being a truther, eh?
Yeah, I got to hear y'all hate on JJK for like 4 weeks consecutively. I hate on Bleach.
Good. It wasn't. I had to do anything. It wasn't good.
It's hate depending on what you're talking about.
Sure.
Yeah, clearly.
Anyhow, with the truce out of the way,
revisionist history.
I'm gonna go JJK too. Kagurabachi's solid, but yeah, JJK ended. Lonnie.
Oh no, it's JJK. I am enjoying Kagurabachi, but no, JJK. I have a JJK tattoo, so I can't I can only hate on it so much.
Hey man,
because when Random said they gave us the answer, they gave us answers. What did they answer? Random, whatever. We can move on.
Yeah, just let it.
Not hate, by the way.
I mean, I can't do anything about that.
Next matchup we have.
This is coming from Blue Lock. Move on.
Sir, why do you stay cutting me off, bro?
I got mad. I saw Hunter x Hunter. I'm sorry, Santo. I apologize. I saw Hunter x Hunter. I saw red.
This got to be a running bit now. Well, okay. Blue Lock versus Hunter x Hunter.
I think it's Hunter x Hunter, isn't it? Hunter x Hunter was only here for a short time. They gave you a dissertation, and then we weren't surprised when it left.
Nah, Blue Lock.
Blue Lock has been cooking. I understand the anime has been bad or mid or whatever you want to call it, but there's a reason why J-Rob calls it Goat Lock, and none of us disagree. It's been amazing, the manga.
Miles?
No, I'm not gonna be girls. I'm gonna go Blue Lock.
Okay.
Hunter was good though. It's slept on, but I think the fact that you not knowing if a chapter is really gonna come or not, how little illustration there is and how much text, that hurts it a lot. But I think, nigga, this arc is good, and I think that's part of the reason why we wanted to finish so bad.
Facts. Okay, well, Blue Lock won.
All right. Next up, we have My Hero versus Sakamoto Days.
Anybody caught up with Sakamoto Days?
I'm like 10 times behind, but it's been fire. This year was tough, but I got My Hero though. I think My Hero was peak.
Yeah, I got My Hero. I think My Hero actually had a pretty solid final arc. A lot of good things. And obviously they reminded us that Todoroki's him. Sakamoto Days though has been pretty good. There's I believe the big reveal on the main villain happening this year. With I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's a big thing with the main villain. I'm pretty sure that happened in 2024, which is huge in terms of changing the story. There's also a huge tone shift for the perception of the main characters in a huge fight with one of the most badass characters in the series with this old sword dude. And my dog is also getting some shine. I think his name's Shin, the one who can read minds. He's getting a lot, but yeah, My Hero gets it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm picking My Hero as well.
My Hero, I think we all agree.
Let's go. Mineta matters.
Real.
Also, someone in the chat picked between Kanju number 8 and what was it, Blue Box?
Blue
Yes.
Box.
Blue Box.
Oh, I was gonna pick Blue Ball. Oh, y'all ever come over? Never mind.
Yeah, it's a tie vote.
Yo.
Okay. So this one, One Piece versus Don to Don.
One Piece.
It's
I like
One
Don
Piece.
Don too.
I had so much fun with it's One Piece, but I had so much fun with Don to Don this year. I started from, I know we're not counting an entire story, but I started from chapter 1. I read it all like 3 days, and all the 2024 chapters I looked it up are peak, bro. But
Yeah, we can highlight a few like the things that's happened this year for Don Don. It's like making me think that this might be like the closing curtain of the manga. And Ty, I don't know if you read the recent chapter, which was
I did.
Bro, what they are really starting to amp.
You saw what that bull dude pulled out. Like
Yo.
I was pause.
Oh, I know what you're talking about though. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, yeah, because they officially, you know, when they name drop like title, you know it's important. They name drop Dawn to Dawn, and it's supposed to be like this huge.
It was crazy. I was like, oh.
Yeah, and now we got like a really interesting main villain. He's a very interesting character so far, and they're kind of alluding to Momo being like way more special than we expected.
And we also got one of the best backstories in New Gen this year. That backstory, that page turn, I actually teared up, bro.
That was a great backstory. Also, we got the official confirmation of Momo and Akaran this year as well. So, yeah, a lot of great stuff in
Hey man, Don it didn't deserve it. It didn't deserve to go out in the first round, bro.
Shout out Fate. That's tough. Damn. But One Piece.
Miles, who you got?
You already know who I got. The ending of Egghead, beginning of Elbath. What are we doing, brother?
I just had to ask. Lonnie?
It's not a competition, unfortunately.
All right. One Piece takes it. All right. And here we go with Blue Ego versus Chainsaw Man.
Bug Ego. Respect.
Oh, Bug Ego. My bad. My fault.
Yeah. Chainsaw Man, bro.
Yeah, Bug Ego.
Yeah, 4 chapters.
I don't care. Bug Ego.
Chainsaw Man was tough.
Wait,
you got Bug Ego? What? We're down. Oh my gosh.
4 chapters, bro. And some of the best parts of Chainsaw Man Part 2 have been this year.
Nah, you're not wrong. But I really like Bug Ego. And I think I'm my stocks are like half of my savings is in Bug Ego right now. So it's like I'm
but why?
They're doing some great stuff with Chainsaw Man. They're finally, I mean, even I think this has been the best parts of Part 2 since like around the beginning. So shout out. But hey man, when you got a generational rookie season, I mean, I just like, you know what I'm saying?
You mean like generational first 10 games?
Hey man, if it's generational, it's generational. I can't.
It's like Michael Carter's rookie year run, like right. He's just
bro, pick him. Hey, I'm about to say, Lonnie, bro, picking Michael Carter over LeBron right now.
LeBron, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. Hold on. My bad. How about this?
Crazy.
Michael Carter over like Jokic.
How about this? All-star. Chainsaw Man is like a perennial all-star that maybe got maybe a few. This is like
Paul George,
Trae Young. Trae Young.
No.
Chainsaw Man better win one Manga of the year like 3 years in a row.
Chainsaw Man better than Trae Young.
Jason Tatum.
If you can have Trae Young, I want to change my rookie.
Wait, hold on. Tatum or Jaylen Brown?
Tatum.
Tatum.
Chainsaw Man is Tatum?
I mean, we're just saying. Okay, it's like it's among the
Chainsaw
best,
Man
but
won
it's
the
not the
biggest
best.
That's not
manga
bad
manga
comp.
award
That's not
in
bad
Japan.
Like, if
3
you're
years
Jason
ago.
Tatum, you're a top 10-ish player. Like that's yeah. That's like me.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a perennial all-star. You know,
The biggest manga award in Japan, Chainsaw Man won it 3 times and won it twice in a row, which was like the first manga to ever do it.
Hey, give me Wemby's rookie season. Lock in.
No.
We here.
No.
We here.
Wait, you take it. Hold on.
Wemby?
You taking Wemby's rookie season over Jason Tatum?
No, talk about. The problem.
All
Here's
right,
the problem
bro.
with that. Let's say that's fine.
Weird.
Why is Bug Ego Wemby?
It's 4 chapters.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
No,
He's-
it's not
he's-
bro.
He's doing it again, guys. He's doing it
He's
again.
doing that thing. Yeah, he's
No,
doing that thing.
Freeman was no. Freeman was Wemby last year.
Freeman was Wemby.
Freeman was Wemby.
Now, if we're talking about anime, Freeman in its first year was like LeBron. I'm not gonna lie. First season, that was LeBron.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's the good LeBron I'm giving. Give me Wemby.
At least call it Wemby
Right.
after chapter 10.
Wait. Hold on. So you taking first year Wemby over Jason Tatum overall?
Yeah, I am. I would too.
There we go, Maz.
Yeah, but you know what, Miles? That's fine. I'm just not convinced that Bug Ego's Wemby. That's my thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Bug
saying.
Ego
But after
Wemby.
chapter 4,
I mean, okay,
and it
Chainsaw
reached
Man
double
won.
digits.
Chainsaw Man won, so we can move on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I got Bug Ego too. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's go.
You got Bug Eagle? Wait, hold on.
So you see,
Hold
look,
on.
okay,
Hold on.
So
Miles,
I
you
was
know where
gonna-
I'm going.
I was gonna comply to the. Yeah, you're gonna talk about the longevity thing. I was gonna comply to the panel, but Riddell made me feel comfortable because he said it. I agree. I think Bug Ego, maybe since One Punch Man is the only story that's not only been able to captivate me because of its lore and its story, but it's also really fucking funny, dude. Like, I've never turned a page and felt like I was laughing every single page, damn near. Yeah, for sure. I got Bug Ego. I got Wemby, as Riddell would put it.
Wemby is crazy.
After 4 chapters is crazy.
I'm actually surprised.
Yeah, I know what y'all saying. You know what he's saying, right? He's saying that this is the next One Piece because LeBron is One Piece. Wemby to like
I'm not
we're saying
saying
Wemby's the next like we're
that's
saying
what
that
you're
this is
saying.
the next One Piece.
I'll vote for Chainsaw Man right now if that's what I'm agreeing to. Hell no.
Listen. I'm not saying it's not Wemby. I'm just saying that's what we're saying that it's the next One Piece. That's all.
Yeah, Wemby's projected to be one of the future GOATs. And after 4
What?
chapters,
I don't call him the future goat. So
Wait, what did you say, Santo?
No, what Miles is saying that you can have a quick end of the year good run and be above something that has longevity.
I agree.
I agree too. That's why Bleach for the year is higher than anyways.
No.
I like it. Respect.
No, but I mean, Bug Ego was great. He was surfing.
I'm gonna start calling Bug Ego Wemby, bro.
Yeah.
yeah, spread that propaganda.
Y'all nasty, bro. Y'all be
Okay, so what's the score?
The One Piece
I'm
Media
picking
Cartel knows
Chainsaw Man.
I'm thinking Chainsaw Man.
Bug Ego barely made out of October, and we talk about it being the best fucking player in the league in its rookie season. Let's go ahead and calm down, bro.
Listen, man.
No, but I am behind the Bug Ego hype. Not like Riddell. I think it's gonna be like definitely top 10 next year in terms of manga.
I'm gonna every time I try to come out, y'all read Wemby this week. like
it's probably going to be a monthly, so it's you all remember Wemby this month. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
you dropped 30 points, 10 rebounds, 5 blocks.
Bro saw Alonzo Ball out for a month and saying he's better than SGA. That's what basically Riddell's saying. That's crazy.
Random, don't get me mad, bro.
Where we at in Blue Box?
Oh,
man?
so we still need a vote for Kaiju number 8 in Blue Box chat.
It was tied 3-3.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Is this
And the only reason I picked Blue Box because I'm more caught up on that in Kaiju, but I think Kaiju might be a better story overall.
Oh, is Ken still in the back?
I do not agree.
Are we done with the
It's
first
close.
round matchups?
Yeah,
This
I was
would
like,
be
we can
the
bring-
this would be
we
the
can
last.
bring
Random,
Yeah.
Random, you caught up Blue Box Random?
Ken said
Yes.
Kaiju. We can bring him back.
Yeah,
up.
I would take Blue Box over, but also Blue Box is like the slice of life that Shonen Jump is throwing out to the world right now.
I have a question for you,
Also,
Random.
All right.
Do you think that this is a side note? Do you think that Taiki and the red hair girl. I think Hina is a better fit than him and she. I do.
I like him and she better, but that's just me.
All right.
Random.
I'll say this: I am notorious. When it comes to slice of life, I'm notorious for always picking the wrong girl, so I just stop. I'm
random. We'll talk
now, whether it was We Never Learn, whether it was the quintessential quintuplets, whether it was my dress up dark. I'm one of those people who like, yeah, I know who he got with, but that's not the right fit. I'm always one of those people. I'm always one of those people when it comes to slice of life.
When Random eventually reads Bleach.
Oh, Ruki
Orihime. Very curious in the Orihime Rukia conversation.
That one is so weird to me, though.
I don't think Rukia makes sense at all.
I've heard a lot of people glaze Rukia, and I've not watched
that one is like it's nothing. I don't get it.
All right. So round 2, we have Boruto versus One Punch Man.
We go back to the muscle.
Right there.
I'm just playing.
Quick question: are we bringing Kent back up? Because he's been commenting in the private chat this whole time.
I was wondering what was happening.
I mean, he just
I didn't want to say nothing.
He's been voted too. He's been voted.
Yeah, he's been voted for real.
He just stayed in the backstage the entire time.
He would be our 7th vote, so we would have an odd number.
Oh, there you go. The captains have declared you the 7th vote for the rest of the tournament, Kent. There you go.
I'll be the lone wolf. I'm going Boruto.
See, I don't read Boruto, so that's where I'm at. That's why I feel bad about.
You know what? Miles convinced me. With all the hate he's spewed this today, I'm gonna get the hate out my heart. I'm gonna go Boruto.
W.
I'll join him.
I just liked One Punch Man way more.
As someone that has no hatred, I'm going Boruto too.
Yeah, Aizen Bankai.
You see? I smile. I'm trying to give love.
This man stopped drinking water just to hate. That's crazy.
The smile, I can't do anything. I smile.
Ty,
I heard.
I need water to live.
I was visualizing the peak Bankai, and I smiled. I don't understand.
Ty, you need water to live, and you said I'd rather risk death just to hate on this.
I smiled. I don't understand.
Man stopped everything.
It's Mario, yo.
Wait. So Lonnie and Miles. I know you. I know Miles for sure is caught up with both. Lonnie, are you caught up with both?
One Punch Man, I am 1 chapter behind. No, 2 chapters behind on One Punch Man.
So I'll ask Miles then. Why do you think Boruto is better than One Punch Man? Genuinely curious.
Go ahead, read that.
For the first time in a long time, I feel like Kishimoto is not only just juggling a lot of like storylines, but I think they're actually like really, really interesting. I like the looming threat of a monster that doesn't even understand itself, and in some ways it feels cheap, but he is kind of like he's forcing good character interactions by choosing who becomes Shinju. I was never that interested in like Moegi before, for example, but now I have to be because he's going to interact with Konohamaru. We're going to get more story for Gaara because now he has to interact with his son. So I think on that front he's doing a really good job. I like the mentor relationship between Boruto and fake Jiraiya. I was kind of mad with Jiraiya coming back in the story again, but I think Cash and Koji's doing a really good job, and he's kind of coming into his own. I don't know. I think Kishimoto's like trying to do a lot of different things, and he's hitting on some of it like more than not, I would say. And then the bad stuff, I feel like he has a lot of room to be able to kind of erase it with the way the story's going. But there's a lot of things. We got Code. We got Amado in the background, the Shinju creatures. I just think there's a lot of Himawari. There's just a lot of cool stuff happening. So
okay. You know what? I was just asking, I was listening and not judging. So fair enough. What did everybody else say?
I'd say One Punch Man. I think you and I are the only ones who said One Punch Man, Riddell.
Yeah.
Ty?
Oh, One Punch Man.
I've only read Boruto, so.
Kent, you are permanent.
I had
from now on.
I put One Punch Man in the chat. So
W.
Shout out.
damn.
W. One Punch.
Now One Punch is cooking.
Absolutely is.
And the stuff they're doing with that freaking, I keep forgetting his name. The main ninja, the new main villain.
You talking about the head of the ninja village that were Flashy Flash and I always forget the dude's name who wants to be Saitama's rival.
Speedo Sonic.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's Sonic. The main dude. I mean, in the recent chapters, he absorbed blast ability, bro. It's about to get wicked.
Well, I mean, I only feel like he can only do all that because God gave him his power.
Oh, for sure. But I'm talking about like
let's see how far
the levels that he's going to force Saitama to go to. Oh, it's gonna get crazy.
You tell me he's gonna clear what Cosmic Garo was?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they already said he's stronger than Garo. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Maybe because I thought he started with what Garo is right. Obviously, than what Garo is right now. But we're talking about Cosmic Fury Garo, who was distorting reality. The one person technically in the entire manga to beat King, and we actually see it happen. I don't know. I know King's a joke. I know King's a joke, but we ain't never seen him beat by nobody. And Cosmic and Garo did it. That's all I'm saying.
He also, but Void absorbed Garo's power. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean that he gets that extra boost too. So
we'll see, but Saitama gonna punch him like 10 times, and the 11th time is all right. I'm like Super Saiyan 25. Punch, game's over. Let's keep it pushing.
And I'm gonna love every second of
it. I'm here. I'm here.
All right. Next up, we have Kaiju number 8 versus JJK.
JJK for me.
JJK.
Yeah, even though there's nothing bad that's happening in Kaiju, it's all like not.
Well, Riddell, how do you feel about that curveball about us going back to feudal Japan and getting number 9's backstory, the Kaiju number 9, his backstory and all that? It felt like a weird, or not weird, but like this is random. So now that's why we're asking if he's really the big bad of the story. But we know that Kaiju's ending. At least it feels like it's ending quickly.
Oh, for sure. It feels like it's about to end like right now. And they basically Do you guys care about Kaiju number 8 spoilers? Because the explanation they gave.
I'm gonna turn my volume down. So go ahead.
Okay. Does anybody else care? I'm just
gonna turn my volume down.
Read your scriptures.
I'm a few chapters behind.
Exactly. Go ahead, Cook.
I'm busy.
Hey man, hey, mute me because I'm about to spoil. Put the spoiler tab up right now because I just don't really like it. I'm not a big fan of what they did. But Kaiju number 8 recently revealed what the ability that Kafka obtained. That's what they have revealed. And basically the explanation is just a bunch of people combined together and created a kaiju. And then they went to one of his ancestors, which is Kafka, and became part of him. I didn't really like that. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't really moved. I wasn't a big fan.
So they went back in time to him?
No. I think when he was fighting number 9, he basically went into his own consciousness or something like that. Because Kafka, technically, if you look at it, number 9 killed Kafka because the way it's going, Kafka got
impaled. It's not even technically number 9, so it's a beast that's more important than number 9. That's the one. So that one got absorbed by number 9, and that's why number 9 is now who he is. But that was like the original kaiju or something like that back in the day.
See, I liked when they went back to feudal Japan and showed that this has been a battle ongoing for centuries. The problem is when you go back to feudal Japan, you have to show how those guys were able to beat a kaiju when all they got is samurai swords and some bows, and they couldn't. So now, like they said, that they had these samurai or whatever, these warriors got together and fused and made a kaiju, and they went back to, which asked me, why did they choose Kafka's ancestor in particular? Because for everything we know, that dude was just a regular human.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand that. I'm like Riddell. I'm asking questions. It's too close to the end for you to be asking a major question like that.
And you also brought up a good point.
It's so important.
You also brought up the good point. Like, I don't really, when I read the chapter, I was like, how exactly what happened to this monster? Did it just leave? Because you didn't beat it.
You did. They did not.
Like,
they got cooked. They got cooked by it.
Yeah, they got cooked and turned into a kaiju somehow. I don't even know how that works, to be honest. I don't know how you could just turn into a kaiju by combining a bunch of people. And then now this big monster is here again because kaiju number 9 somehow absorbed him. I don't even know how that happened. So now we're in this state where the monster's back And then, I mean, it's kind of interesting what they're doing with Kafka. Like he's gonna sacrifice himself to beat it, whatever. Sure, but I don't know. It just seems like the story had more opportunity to have like more depth into kaiju lore, but everything seems pretty surface level.
Miles, it's basically like if we're at the final arc of My Hero Academia and Deku's about to beat Shigaraki, and then they introduce All for One for the first time. And that's why I'm asking questions, because the feudal Japan army lost. Kafka is now they form a kaiju. They join Kafka's ancestors, his bloodline, right? And then they just lay dormant for at least 200 years. Even though there have been kaiju running around the world all this whole time. Why did they wait until Kafka's in his 30s and the situation is so bad for it to finally manifest? Does that mean that he had to encounter a kaiju? Was his shit just dormant? Like, there are too many big questions asked about Kaiju's bloodline for all that, for this to be the final arc. It's like like I said, it's like finding out All for One for the first time, Deku unleashing his quirks for One for All for the first time while he's trying to stop Shigaraki from touching the ground. There's too many big things being added at the end for it to feel like this is the end. But the problem is, it feels that way. Mm-hmm. Like you can't be adding. It's like we finally get to meet Sukuna at the end when he's fighting Gojo for the first time, and you can't be introducing a new big bad the way you've crafted the story.
Abruptly.
Yeah, this late into the story. That's why we're asking questions. I got no problem with the introduction of the feudal warriors arc or the feudal warriors, but we need to see that happen.
So Santa Riddell, you know what it sounded like?
What?
He's gonna fucking hate the end of Shippuden.
Ooh, oh,
yes,
yeah.
Okay.
I think for sure. At the very least, when it comes to kaiju, like this is like the level it always was for me when it comes to the story. It was very surface level, very simplistic. There was no really good. There was no depth with any characters. There was no depth with the lore, and it stayed here the entire series. It never really took that next level for character development. I mean, I think you could say a little bit regarding what's her name, Shinamiya. No, is that her name? No, is that
you're talking about the main girl, the main female character of the show?
Girl, that's not like his like pack friend, the blonde one with the
dad. The one whose dad is the general, right?
Yeah.
The leader.
She had a little bit of death with the death of her parents, but like other than that, nothing really was dove into deeply in terms of lore, in terms of characters. Nothing really kind of grabbed me. And I mean, kaiju had some good art, some good action.
Quick question for y'all: if they never did the backstory, they just did a straight up, these humans are just trying to beat these kaiju and they succeed, would it be a better story? Because I felt like the addition, trying to add extra lore now, especially at the end, really hurt the story.
I agree. I'm gonna be honest.
And that's what I was saying in terms of a story can be fine without being super deep, trying to do too much. No, stick with what you're doing. Action, pretty surface level story, something that's cohesive and straightforward. Like it can work.
Especially in the shonen, because you got to start crafting this stuff from very early in the story. You know what I mean? Like Mushoku Tensei works because they start laying breadcrumbs from the very beginning of the story in terms of how bad Rudius is, to the things that you see with his family, to everything that eventually happens, right? You got to have that foreshadowing. You got to lay the breadcrumbs now. You can't just be, we've gone this far, and then now you want to add pieces to the car when we've already gone 75 of the way of the journey. You don't need to add those pieces now. We've already gone 3/4 of the journey to the end.
The only thing they did was that little scene where we saw that little samurai thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was another kaiju or something, but it was
that's what I thought. Yeah. I thought that was cool. Okay, maybe they could spin this off, Miles. I was like, okay, spin this off, show us a primitive version of Japan fighting off another kaiju, and maybe they succeed, or maybe they beat it to the point they seal it, then it breaks out later and it comes back in the modern day, but they win. You know what I mean? But now that you're showing this and how powerful number 9 was, and he was a child, Riddell at that point, he was a literal toddler just running around, murking full-grown samurai, then how can I take this seriously?
Yeah, it's I mean, it is what I mean. JJK overall, you know.
JJK. Okay.
JJK for me, yeah.
Yeah, Ty Lana, you can unmute. I'm gonna say unmute in the chat. Just had to
I'm
go.
back.
We don't really talk about Kaiju number 8 much, so I mean,
It's one of the weirdest upload schedules of all time because we let each other know when a kaiju chapter's out in the group chat. Like, oh hey, a kaiju chapter just dropped. Go ahead and read it. And I can't remember the last time a kaiju chapter dropped.
Facts. It's so inconsistent.
Yeah, it's a schedule that kind of messed me up with like reading it consistently. So
I wonder if you do a full binge of the story, if it'll make sense. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Maybe.
So JJK takes it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cut. I don't think everybody's voting.
It does have great art though. They do be
great
killing
art.
on the art.
Really good fights too, for sure.
All right, here we go. Blue Lock versus My Hero.
Oh, Ty, we need you.
Oh, now look.
I'm gonna say Blue Lock. Personally,
fuck it. I'm with Santo. I'm saying Blue Lock.
And
My Hero's great. My Hero's fantastic.
I'm back.
Okay.
Ty,
Blue Lock,
My Hero.
Hero.
My Hero.
Ooh.
Actually, can we take the
My Hero.
thing down while we talk about this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got My Hero, by the way. I don't really.
I
Got my hero as well.
I got My Hero. Luck was tough this year though. It was tough. Like, wasn't the Kaiser? It was Kaiser goal, the Ren goal,
Kaiser
backstory, the Loki subbing in, the whole Town to Learn a Genius. It was tough.
Noel Noah's overall plan.
Yeah, this was tough.
It's not even that. It's Borrow becoming him again. I know it was earlier in the year, but Borrow becoming him.
It's still like this year.
Yeah, Nagi's downfall. Like, there's a lot of things going on. Hiyori becoming a fucking dog. Like, there's a lot of things Blue Lock did this year.
Let me look at My Hero, see what chapters came out.
Yeah, Blue Lock with the talented learner, showing Kaiser's backstory.
The fake soccer equations.
It basically feels like, is Blue Lock strong enough with what it did this year to overcome My Hero's ending?
So
I don't think so.
So basically, we got My Hero's fight with Sugar Rocky onward. So we have like, let me see, I think we have the. Did we get the Bakugo versus All for One in this year?
Which portion of the? Because if we get the Toga stuff and the Todoroki stuff, then I'm going 20. I'm going My Hero for sure.
So I'm still looking.
Yeah,
I think that so it's really just the final battle with Sugar Rocket All for One. So like the Bakugo stuff when Bakugo Fall for One, that's 2023.
Oh, Blue Lock.
So it's really just Sugar Rocky.
So Bakugo died in 2023.
Yeah, he did.
Or he was out for a little bit in 2023.
No, so his fight with All for One happened like I remember reading it. It happened like December, I think. I'm looking the chapter up.
Okay.
So based on what Ty is saying, it seems like the only thing that happened in 2024 was the fight with the ending fight with Rocky, and then leading to the fight with All for One, and then the epilogue and all that stuff.
Then it's Blue Lock. It's just unfortunate timing for My Hero. Then
wait, hold on a second. Wait a minute. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, we got Borrow actually leading a team.
Hiyori stepping up. Obviously Noah's fucking master plan. Kaiser's backstory. Isagi having one of the best crash outs in sports history.
The reveal of Charles being a talented versus a prodigy. Like, there's a lot.
Can I tell you something so funny?
What?
This is so funny. Is Bakugo beats Off One the last chapter of 2023.
It's just timing then. It's just timing.
Ty. If it was in 2024, would your decision change?
I got my hair anyways. I got my hair anyways, but that would have been like a
fair. I got Blue Lock. I wasn't the biggest fan of the ending as we've talked about.
Yeah, I also have Blue Lock. I think with the evolution of Asagi, I feel like it's also like a really thing that carries because I think it is pretty close. But Asagi's evolution as a main character and like his whole mentality, how like his idol just betrayed him. Like the person like he looked up to and like was inspired by soccer betrayed him, and he didn't let it beat him. He just went like, yo, now I have to destroy you. So to me, that was just like it's gonna be one of his golden moments. It's probably gonna end up being like a top 3, top 4 moment for him. But that with Barrow and how he's evolved while still being selfish, and I think that's like really important to his character, because I was actually worried that the author was gonna make him have to be less selfish in a way, like he was gonna like become more of a team player. But I'm glad that the author said, fuck that, he's still gonna be selfish, but just figure out how to make the team bend to him better. And I think that's really important as well. So those two things, I think.
It also has more content because My Hero ended with like what did My Hero chat? But it ended what day? Yeah, it ended like August, so Blue Lock still had like extra 3 months.
Well, I mean, also Barrow solidified himself as the actual. We finally understood that Ren's not the true rival; it's Barrow for Isagi. When they're 27 fighting for the Champions League Cup in fucking Berlin somewhere, it's Barrow who's going to be the rival, not Ren.
Y'all say that Ren is winning this match. That has not changed. He's winning.
I'm look, unless Ren has to deal with his own brother, let alone Isagi. So finish that first, Ren, then come back. That's how
I think the only way he wins is if this is the midpoint. If it is the midpoint, then Ren will win. If it's not, then I think they're gonna lose.
Also, I'll say this.
I've been saying that Ren is gonna win this.
Also, so I'll say this, Santo. You have, and I should have mentioned this when we talked about Blue Lock a couple weeks ago. You have, I think in the Blue Lock story, you only have one opportunity to use penalty kicks. And you can't use it now. I don't think so. You can't use it now.
We don't want that.
We'll see. It looked like Blue Lock won though, right? It's I picked Blue
Lock. I got My Hero. Dang, nobody's picked My Hero.
Oh no, actually,
I have My Hero as well.
There's 2, and I think Lonnie and Random picked Blue Lock.
I picked Blue Lock as well.
And Riddell as well. Yeah.
That's 4-2.
So y'all won.
Yeah.
Yeah, My Hero out here.
All right, let me.
By the way,
pull it back
I
up.
think maybe the next episode we did talk about how many manga ended last year, because I sat down and looked at it up. We had a ton. It's not just like small manga like Please Don't Bore Me Nagatoro, which is a slice of life. We had a lot of big manga end this year.
Oh yeah, Eden Zero ended.
Zero, My Hero, JJK. We did another one too, where we did an episode on. I can't remember. Attack on Titan officially in the anime. So all Attack on Titan content is done. Like so many big manga or so many big series ended this year, and I feel like I'm missing a lot of the other ones. But at least for me personally, I had a lot of slice of life. At least whether or not they got this way, but they're on the downside of their climax. Like My Dress Up Darling is that way, where for a long time. My Dress Up Darling is like, are they finally going to get together? And then they did, and now it feels like unless there's something else for them to do, it's on the way down.
Yeah,
now.
That trash can Oshinoko ended.
Jeez, you really don't like that. You watch more of Oshinoko than me. I've seen the clips. I said I'm all right.
I didn't expect them to go the weird route.
They were always gonna go that way, though.
I didn't expect
that's one of the moments of 2024. Riddell staring straight at the camera. What the F, Oshinoko?
Like, it's so crazy.
I'm sorry, Riddell. You didn't deserve that for real.
All right, next up, I think this one's gonna be pretty quick. One Piece versus Chainsaw Man.
One Piece.
That's One Piece. Though I do want to say I am happy that Fujimoto like turned it around, because it was on kind of like a decline. I think you could agree, Riddell. Chainsaw Man was compared to part 1, and I feel like since like the summer, he's just kind of hit a stride, and I've been pleasantly surprised because 2023 wasn't moving me either. So
yeah, I did like the initial like how part 2 started, because I really do think that adding what's her name,
Asa
into the store was very interesting, and it provided a unique perspective. But when Denji got brought back in and they put her on the sideline, and the story they were telling with Denji at this point with him, there was character development there, but it was just so slow in how they were building it up and all the different antagonistic forces going against Denji and his indecisiveness. Like, there were some good moments, but that really slowed down because it stopped being an action story, and it just wasn't that interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, it feels like they're speed running the action now. Even the new chapter that dropped today.
Oh, I didn't read the recent one.
Yeah, it dropped today on Shonen Jump, where
I read it.
I feel like this is the last, or the future devil, or whatever the devil that he is now, the main antagonist of this arc. He has a couple chapters left to live because Denji's pulling off some super secret plan that we have no idea about, and Pochita is being heavily mentioned.
It looks like he's just eating stuff
plan.
to revive Pochita. And then
but my only reason I'm saying that is because Pochita he's the guy that you see in the real world, right? That you see doing stuff. So is Pochita, what is he about to do? Because eating the future devil, whatever the devil that is, that's the worst case scenario. So he's trying to find a way to circumvent that. That's why
it's the age devil. But like, no, like,
my bad, the age devil. Yes.
What Denji's doing is like those trees were human beings that were stuck in that realm until like their bodies just naturally turned to trees. But on the inside, they're still humans, and so he's eating people to sustain Pochita.
Yeah,
like he was pulling their guts out and stuff like. And then the guy in the latest chapter, spoiler alert, the one guy there that's crazy but like not a tree yet. He's like, that's a person. What are you doing? And then she's like, I gotta eat. He's like, and he's just pulling guts out and eating the guts from like the human. I'm just like,
there's at least 3 people, right?
Screaming. The tree's like, yo.
There's a very interesting moral, ethical conversation there, but we're not gonna have it right now. Let's keep on moving.
All right. Let's move on. We're in round 3. Starting off with One Punch Man versus JJK.
Ty, where did JJK start in 2024? Can you look that up? Better.
I'm about to say if Gojo and Sukuna is in 2024.
That's 2023.
Yeah, if depending on what happened in 2024, I might choose One Punch Man.
The problem is One Punch Man retconned.
I like the retcon.
I do like the retcon, but the
JJK started. You got it.
My bad. Go ahead, Miles.
I was gonna say it started with Higuruma and
Higuruma versus what?
Sukuna. Higuruma Sukuna onward to the ending.
Higuruma Sukuna.
So then we have the Higuro Sukuna, Yuji versus Sukuna. Then we have the Yuta domain. Then we have him versus Maki. Then you have
Miguel.
Him versus Miguel. Him versus Kusakabe.
I'll go JJK then. Yeah, I'll go JJK.
Yuji's domain expansion, the sure hit.
I don't. As long as my goat Yuta is here, then that's fine.
Oh, you have the Gojo Yuta and Gojo's body.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Puddle man.
Yuta was trying to eat
man.
Bro. Oh.
Yeah, I got JJK.
Yeah, I got JJK for me.
All right.
Well, I think One Punch Man laid the crumbs out for something that could be very interesting next year, where we could be talking about One Punch Man being the best manga of 2025.
Fair.
I just think this year with the retcon and the fact that they did have to take a massive step back to fix the story, I think that really hurts it. And also, Baro Saitama was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, so it was last year. All we learned this year was Saitama's apartment was cooked. He had to move to a new spot, and people are finally learning that Saitama got some powers.
That fight with Tornado was very interesting.
It was.
It was. But like, I think when you look at, other than Tornado, the second person she's ever acknowledged in her life, other than Blast, was Saitama.
Yeah,
that's the only thing about it. But even when you really look at that fight, Saitama was just waiting for her to calm the fuck down. That's all he was doing.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree. But it's the character dynamic. That was the interesting part with Tornado and Saitama, because we were waiting for them to really interact.
Absolutely. Even though I'm thinking one wants Fubuki to get with Saitama. If I'm one, I think the way he set it up is Fubuki's going to get with him at the end.
I don't know, man. Tornado kind of liking what she sees. I'm just saying, bro.
Also, Saitama's a simple man, man. He sees some ass and some titties. He's locked in, man.
Yeah, he also sees Tornado as kind of a child, so I don't know how that would work, but we'll see. What's the
All
next
right. Next up, we have Blue Lock versus One Piece.
You see that flag right there? Yeah.
Yeah, One Piece.
That's One Piece. So you can argue that Blue Lock is like kind of like number 2 or 3 this year.
Just makes me mad about that anime once again.
Why
That anime.
The last few
It
episodes
hurts.
haven't been terrible. So
Okay, so we settle in for mid now. Once again,
I'm just saying it's better. Like the last few episodes have been better than the beginning, and like I think this latest episode actually like rated pretty high on IMDb too. So,
you
like,
20 should have
random.
fed families, Lonnie.
Should've.
Should have fed
Random.
families.
Let's keep
The
moving.
whole thing's still shit, but we got a good episode.
We've cooked Blue Lock
We
enough.
would have spent the whole episode just glazing that whole entire match. That's what we
would've.
should have done.
We
Instead
got
of
an
talking
episode
shit on
so
the
far.
series.
We got an episode or two.
Okay,
So-
fine.
With
Fine.
that said,
All right. So, in the finals, we have JJK versus One Piece.
One Piece easily.
One Piece.
One Piece.
Man, what are we doing? It's a clean sweep.
Is it Ty?
You think JJK was better?
Maybe. I think.
Actually, no. Hold on. Let me timestamp this. I need to hear Ty. I need to hear this.
Nasty.
What was I say? What was I say?
I just need to hear. I didn't nothing. I just need to hear what you got to say.
In the year
I think One Piece-
2024.
I think One Piece was better, but I don't think it's by a crazy amount. That's what I'll say.
Damn,
I don't
you
think
didn't
so.
say
I don't think it's by a crazy amount, but
Fair.
I'll say this, Ty. If someone was to make a case for JJK, what would it be?
the case for JJK.
Yes.
I'm not gonna fish. That's nasty.
Okay,
Not gonna-
so can we do this? So for second place, JJK or Blue Lock?
I had JJK.
I'm gonna say JJK, but it's close. It's really close. If somebody said Blue Lock, I wouldn't argue with them.
I'll go Blue Lock.
Okay, so let me, because honestly, I could care less because both manga is like whatever. Let me hear the argument for Blue Lock and JJK. Someone go JJK, someone go Blue Lock.
I would say if I were to make a case for JJK, I think JJK's rising action was fantastic. Like how well Gay consistently raised the stakes in that final battle was crazy. I think it was really well done. Like he consistently made Sukuna a looming threat, despite like he always had he wrote Sukuna's responses to all their plans. I think Gay did a great job with that. And to me, that continued the tension. It was also consistent with the power scaling. So, for example, when he was inside Yuta's domain, he was at a reasonable disadvantage. Like they could have defeated him, right? Like I think that I think Gege did a good job of ensuring that as Sukuna got weaker, he implemented weaker characters so that Sukuna could at least interact with all of them. For example, he didn't bring Nobara in until Sukuna was at his absolute weakest, where she would have been effective, or even Inumaki, because Inumaki was like, if you'd have used that early, Inumaki would have probably exploded. So I think that the power system consistent, the rise in action was really well done, and I like the conclusion of the story. I think the Mackley was really well. I think it was really good. So,
Okay. Also, when it gets clipped up, I should have said this at the beginning. So I'm gonna say it now. Just rearrange the order, right?
I got you.
What was the better manga of 2024, Jujutsu Kaisen or Blue Lock? And then rearrange. Okay, let me hear the argument for Blue Lock.
Someone want to go? Want me to do it?
also, I can do one more thing. I would say one more thing.
Yeah, go for it.
I think the constant twists were also really good. The Yujo twist was fire. I think the number of twists was good. I don't care nobody say. I think that him getting his him doing the binding vow for the domains when he did the 99 second one, crazy. I think that the twists were fire in this final section too. So I don't know, bro. I think shit was tough.
I would pick Blue Lock, and the reason why is the growth of Isagi's ego. Showing how he went from just, for the love of the game, blah 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 blah, but now you're at a point where he's willing to risk his life, give everything to win. Also, you have different backstories from Kaiser. You also have the reveal of the talented learner versus prodigy or talent. I think that boosts the story, the stakes, and also you have different things from Baro being a leader of his team, discovery in himself, and how he can adapt to different situations. I'd give it to Blue Lock.